Yo, I'm going to address the playoff situation because there's only 4 games left in the regular NBA season, so I'm going to get us all ready for the playoffs by breaking down the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference and comparing the two. I have to make it exciting because it's NBA globalism. It's extremely rigged, like everything else. So, this video is going to be a little bit old school style. So, the Eastern Conference is vastly weak and pathetic compared to the Western Conference. Now, casual fans will think, hey, it's pretty close, looking good this year. They actually got their teams above the lower echelon teams in the Eastern Conference. Lower echelon meaning 6th, 7th, and 8th seeds. They're actually above 500. Congratulations, fellas. Meanwhile, in the Western Conference, you have 2 of the greatest teams in NBA history that ever existed, and a couple other teams that have over 50 wins, and like the Clippers and the Thunder. But then you got old Eastern Conference, and you only got two teams with over 50 wins. LeBron's pathetic ass team. What other player in his prime, by the way, and he entered his prime and he's left his prime faster than any superstar I've ever seen in NBA history. What other NBA player, supposedly one of the best in the world, sits out NBA games on a regular? None other than LeBron James. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. If you can't tell, my nose is a little stuffed up, so I gotta talk louder. So then, you got Toronto, which is 3 games back behind Cleveland in the Eastern Conference, and then Atlanta behind them by like 6 games. Boston Celtics, who weren't even in the playoff picture earlier this year, are number. Wait, does that say 4 with 46 and 32? Got to give credit to the coach. The development of Marcus Smart and Avery Bradley, man, that gives me hope about the Lakers next year. So, you got Miami, D-Wade, Whiteside, all that fucking nonsense. I think Joe Johnson joined that crew recently, so number 5, that'll be fun. Charlotte Hornets, number 6. Good job, Jordan. Good job. But no one knows that you're in the playoffs. Like, casual fans don't know that the Hornets are in the playoffs. One of my favorite teams, Indiana Pacers. Glad that they're in the playoffs. And the last spot, number 8, is up for grabs between Chicago and Detroit. John Wall calls himself one of the best point guards in the NBA. He actually thinks he's like the best point guard in the NBA. He thinks. But he can't even make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Fucking pathetic when he's got Bradley Beal as his backcourt teammate. Now, see how that it was at probably like 3-4 minutes. That's just the Eastern Conference. Now I'm gonna swing to the Western Conference real quick, and I wonder if I'm in the shot here. A little old school. Remember this back in the old days? All right. You got the Western Conference. Golden State. They have to win 4 games in a row. The last 4 games of the season to beat Michael Jordan's 96 Bulls. Fucking 72 and 10 wins, so he'll have 73 and 9. I thought that was only possible in video games, but it could be done, and it probably will. Golden State's facing someone tonight. I will be watching. That's a really shitty promo. Watch the game that I don't know what the game is. I can check real quick, but that don't matter. All right. San Antonio Spurs, always underappreciated and not talked about. I can't remember that. The underdog? No, not underdogs. It's not talked about. They're not. They never get any media. Well, they do, but it's the Spurs. It's Greg Popovich. They've had every season over 10 years has been 50 wins. It's never been done before. Only Pops can do that. Oklahoma City, I mean, they're fucking 69 and 9. San Antonio 65-12. It's one of the greatest teams that ever existed. Passing the torch, a la David Robinson, the Timmy Duncan, and now Timmy Duncan's passing the torch to LaMarcus Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard. It's fucking beautiful. Love the Spurs. I love the Western Conference. I love beautiful basketball, not shitty, pathetic, floppy, traveling, horrible defense, spouting, whining, complaining, yelling at the refs, looking up at the monitors. All right. So you got Oklahoma City at. It's just so much more interesting, the Western Conference, isn't it? Oklahoma City, number 3, 54-25. Clippers, 50-28. Memphis Grizzlies, unfortunately, Conley just, I think he broke something. He's out for the season, so the Memphis Grizzlies might slip out of the playoffs, even though they're number 5. They could. I would like to see that because I don't want to see some shitty-ass team that's injured in the playoffs. It's boring. That's the type of stuff that LeBron likes. Number 6, Portland. I mean, who would have thought Damian Lillard and without LaMarcus Aldridge would be in the playoffs? That motherfucker is incredible. One of the best players in the NBA. Man, I can go into each one of these teams individually, but I got to make this less than 10 minutes. Jesus, or about 10 minutes. All right. Dallas, always Mark Cuban, genius billionaire, always tweaking his lineup, putting in fucking veterans and mixing and mashing. Fucking Dallas is always fun. Dirk is doing his shit. Utah Jazz, great team. Gobert, what's his face? Gordon Hayward, the LeBron killer. And then but I'd say, yeah, I hope Memphis drops out, and I hope Houston gets in there. Houston Rockets, even though I don't really like James Harden or Dwight Howard, lazy players. But yeah. So that's the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals. Watch the NBA and keep watching my videos, please. Even though these ones aren't probably what you like.